I don't know, man. Therapy?
Do I have to?
Dude, you asked my help in handling these traumatic moments. So if you're not even going to try, what are we doing here?
Why did I even ask for your help? You're the one who causes my trauma.
Yeah, I thought it was weird when you asked.
Well, you just had an earth-shattering amount of trauma dumped on you last year. What did you do about it?
Ah, man. I probably didn't handle that the way you're supposed to. Wait, what did you do after the 2011 finals? That was traumatic. How did you handle that?
Aggressively?
What?
Oh, I aggressively restructured my life.
Okay, then do that.
Can't. Too much collateral damage.
What? It's either that or therapy, alright?
Well, you want to help me burn Vancouver to the ground?
This is the best day ever. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team that is a dub. A 4-0 final against the Vancouver Canucks. Does that sound familiar to anybody? How fun was that against the league leading Vancouver Canucks? The biggest surprise of the season to many of us. The Vancouver Canucks. The Canadian Canadians. Much like the other Canadian Canadians. What a stupid name. The Canucks. How dumb. I just like insulting that team. Let's be honest. That game was a weird one. But what a great statement. I mean, you had this lackluster mess against the Flames just a night ago, 2 nights ago, Tuesday. It's Thursday. We've got it all together. Just a mess of a game. I didn't think that there wasn't effort. I had this conversation with a few people. I didn't think there was a lack of effort in that game. Maybe for the first half of it. But it just nothing worked. Everything sucked. Everyone sucked. No one felt good about the game. And then you come out for this one, and you just beat the brakes off of them. Now, could this game have been a lot closer? Were there a few things that just went our way and didn't go their way? Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. Make your excuses. Put your asterisks. Fine. Whatever. But the result's the result. And the process was the process. And the Bruins were just, they were better. They deserved that win. And they got that win. And it was a great game. And Vancouver is clearly a great team. And they had chances that they just could not capitalize on. I'm really interested to see how the next game goes. But this was a statement game from the Boston Bruins after coming out so flat-footed out of the break against the Flames, who you don't even expect to make any noise this year. And then they're going against this team that probably hates them as much as any other franchise. I know Vancouver is not our big rival, but when you consider fan bases that just absolutely hate the Bruins, Vancouver is up there. You come out against this team, who is leading the league in points when this game starts, whose fan base just hates you so much, and a huge portion of that fan base feels like you cheated them out of a cup. And you just beat the brakes off them. You just smack them around. If anyone wants to challenge the toughness of this team, I've been saying it all year. This team is not soft. They don't lack toughness. And this is a perfect example of the type of game that matters to them. And they brought it. The physicality was there the entire time. It's a great statement win. Ugh. Who has more fun than us? Honestly. No one. Not to mention, this Vancouver team just brought in Elias Lindholm to bolster its cup odds against a juggernaut of a Western Conference. Just a brutal. That is going to be that side of the bracket. Those are going to be some great series at the end of the year in the playoffs. Oh my gosh, it's going to be awesome. Those teams are going to kill each other. Respectfully. It's going to be great. But they bring in this player that the Bruins wanted. And reportedly, the Bruins were in on. And yet you have to take a back seat to that because Vancouver got him. They had the better package. They have a different kind of pressure because the teams around them are so good in the West. They had to do this. Elias Lindholm went -4 tonight. He was on the ice for every single goal against. This was a statement game. It was just a statement. Vancouver is #1 in the league standings. They have the best offense, I believe, in the league. Most goals scored per game. They have the second fewest goals allowed per game. They have a 7th ranked power play across the league. And the worst part of them is their penalty kill, which is ranked 16th, which certainly isn't a death sentence. We've all been over their PDO numbers, the luck statistic that combines your team save percentage and team shooting percentage, and they're at an unheard of 105, or at least pretty much unheard of to finish the season like that. The Bruins are second in that regard. If you want to talk about how lucky the Canucks are, Bruins have a 105 PDO. Sorry, Canucks have a 105 PDO. Bruins have a 103, which is a massive chasm. It doesn't sound like it. It's a huge difference. But either way, the Bruins are second in the luck stat. Let's just treat Vancouver like they're at this level of play. And judging by what I saw tonight, for a few different reasons, Vancouver's a really good team. I just want to keep rambling about how good they are and how we beat them. I want to keep complimenting Vancouver and then pointing out we beat them. That's what I want to do. That's not what we're going to do the whole video. Fuck them. Anyway, let's move on. Demko. Let's compliment him real quick. Thatcher Demko, who personally sank my fantasy season last year, and I refused to draft 3 rounds in a row this year. Kind of made a mistake on that, clearly. Is 9-0-0 in his last 9 starts. Hasn't lost a game in 9 straight starts. He lost this one. He did. He did. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. The Bruins! Let's talk about something sad real quick. I kind of regret saying that thing about Patra and the potential surgery because Patra did have surgery. He is out for 5 months. He had a shoulder procedure. He's young. He should bounce back. So we're fine. But his season is basically done. It's done. I mean, not even really basically. His season's done. Huge bummer, but that is what it is. The lineup tonight is Marchand, Coyle, DeBrusk, JVR, Zacha, Pasternak, Lauko, Geeky, Frederick, Heinen, Boquist, Steen, and then the back end is Grizz, McAvoy, Lindholm, Carlo, Forbort, Wotherspoon, with Olmark getting his first start since the break. That's probably the lineup going forward. We're still going to switch guys in and out, but if you were to start a playoff series in a week, like that's probably where you're leaning. There's guys that will move around mid-game when you're finding things that aren't working because so much chemistry has been built up between these players with all the line switching that's been going on. But I think we're starting to see some of these lines solidify a little bit. And Wotherspoon, if there is a game 1 coming up, obviously we're a ways away from that, but Wotherspoon better be on the roster. I can't, between Forbort and Shattenkirk, whoever you want to replace with them, the upgrade is massive. It's massive. Is Wotherspoon some top 4 defenseman? No, but he's so much better than our other third pairing guys. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. Let's talk about this game, shall we? Puck drops! And we start this one exactly how you want to start this one, 17 seconds in, and we're going on the penalty kill. Penalty kill has been abysmal lately. It's been so bad. We talked last video, or last game review video, about how it ranks 20th in the league since the break. Since the Christmas break. Bad. So, against the top team in the league, let's take a penalty right away. Lauko for holding. We're going to the penalty kill. And 15 seconds into the penalty kill, the puck is cleared into the Vancouver end. And I don't know if they really misplayed this or not. I'm not sure really how this is supposed to go. But Demko gets the puck behind his net, tries to clear it around the boards. Coyle gets there first on the right wall, smacks it down. chucks it to the front of the net where Marchand just parked his ass. The pass beats two different players, just gets by both of them. Seems like a lazy back check, honestly, by Vancouver. Because you're on the power play, you're taking things a little too casually. Puck gets through. Marchand, right in front of Demko, save made, right leg. Doesn't matter, it goes right back to Marchand, he roofs it. We are less than a minute into the game on a penalty kill, and we've scored shorthanded. And that puts Marchand tied for 9th all-time in the National Hockey League for shorthanded goals. He's never going to be number 1. Gretzky scored 70-something, which is insane. But to be top 10 in that category, hell yeah. Hell yeah. 1-0, shorthanded goal. We kill the rest of it, which is equally as important, or almost as important. And then, 4:37 in, Marchand and Miller are going to go for roughing. We're going to go 44, nothing really happens from it. 10:13 left, Lindholm takes a big open ice hit from Miller. Miller was frustrated this whole game. That's clearly interference. Now, there's an argument for they kind of ran into each other. Lindholm turned to get back into the play and just... It happens. It's interference. We're going on the power play. And sometimes it feels impossible that we have a top 10 power play. Literally not a single scoring chance this whole time. And we cleared the puck for Vancouver 4 separate times. We just missed passes and sent it out of the zone. 4 times. I know our power play is not bad. It's just the eye test. This is where your eye test versus analytics. If I had someone watch every single power play we've had this season, no one in their right mind would be like, yeah, that's got to be like a, top 8 power play? No way. No way. Either way, we don't do anything with it. 5:15 left. Pasta goes for tripping. We're going to the penalty kill. Pasta with another really sloppy start to this one. And just about a minute into the kill, Coyle forces a turnover, and he pushes the puck forward for Heinen, and Heinen is going to beautifully guard the puck. He's got it on his right hand with the stick. He's got his left hand out, and he sees Hughes. He's just draped over him, and he gets deep in on Demko. Hughes takes that last swipe. You know the swipe's coming, and the reason I can say that is as a guy who used to play defense, you try to pick your spot. Don't get crazy and just start swipe. Wait. This is the moment. Hit it away. Make them think they're about to be able to take the shot. Hit it away. He waited for that moment, held just long enough, survived that attempt to knock the puck away, put it on his forehand. He had Demko come after him a little bit, was able to bury it high blocker beautifully, and it is 2-0 with 2 shorthanded goals in the period. Somebody, I want to say it was McReachin, posted about how the last time the Bruins scored 3 shorthanded goals. We haven't done that in a long time. We didn't do that in this game. But for those of you who like fun trivia, in 2010, we had scored 3 shorthanded goals against the Carolina Hurricanes. All 3 of those goals were scored on the same penalty, and it was a minor penalty. Blake Wheeler scored one of those goals. I don't remember exactly who scored the others, but just a fun fact for you. Period's going to end 2-0. You feel good, but it's Vancouver. You can't stop playing against this team. You can't do it. So we're going to the second period. And 34 seconds in, it's a face-off win that leads to a blast from Pasternak from the top of the slot. His stick breaks and goes a billion feet in the air. A literal billion. Meanwhile, while everyone's looking up, the puck chips its way into the deep slot, we'll call it. I never saw it hit Geeky. They're saying it hit Geeky, so it hit Geeky. It then bounces in on Demko, who kicks it out with his left leg right into Myers. And Myers has to painfully watch as it bounces off his skate as he uselessly swipes at it. And it slowly creeps its way into the net. And it's 3-0 less than a minute into the second period. Not how Vancouver wanted to start it. That's all right for them, right? It's only a 3-goal lead, ton of hockey left. 15 seconds later, puck is broken out of our zone to JVR in the neutral zone. And he's going down the right wall. And he realizes that Hronek and Hughes just completely committed to him and only him. So he just chips the puck towards the middle of the ice where Zacha goes, thanks, I'll take that. And goes right in, all alone on Demko, beats him low blocker. It's 4-0. And there's your final score, right? Marchand's shorthanded goal 30 seconds into the game was your game-winning goal, by the way. Excellent. But We're going to move on. 2:39 in. Lauko's going to go for tripping. It's a penalty kill. Another great kill. 9:19 left of the period. McAvoy and Garland go for roughing. It's 4v4 for 2 minutes. Nothing really happens there. 7:03 left of that period. Canucks set up. Whip a hard shot on Olmark. The save is made. The puck pops up. Hoglander comes through and doof, right into the net. The problem is, the puck was above his head when he hit it. Like, I love that he celebrated after. And I would have too. I don't even judge it. But the ref immediately was like, no, absolutely not. That is not a goal. What are you thinking here? Either way, it gets waved off immediately. We're going to move on. It's 4-0. Going into the third period. The third period, the Bruins didn't go into a shell, but they didn't have that same level of tenacity. They played the fourth line a bunch, though, who Steen was trying to manhandle everyone. He wasn't, like, effective, but he was pissing a bunch of guys off, so you'll take that. Let the bottom six play a bunch of minutes. This game's virtually over as long as they don't score in the first, 6 minutes of the period, which they didn't. Yeah, let the lower lineups just keep crushing bodies. Let them do it. We are going to have a couple power plays during this period. We don't do anything with them. Olmark doesn't get a chance to score another goal against Vancouver, which is a huge bummer. He does get his first shutout of the season, though. 7th of his career. And you take those. You take those. Dub! Game notes. Brad Marchand is a miracle player for the Boston Bruins. He's a captain of the Boston Bruins. He just went from... I mean, seriously, when he was just a prospect, we had no idea what we had with this guy. Just awesome to see. To be top 10 league-wide in the history of the league in shorthanded goals, it's really cool. That's just really cool. And I don't think it should be lost on us how awesome it is to have been able to watch this guy through his career. Other game notes. There is a dangerous thing here. Vancouver took the center of the ice in our defensive zone, so in the offensive zone for them, over and over and over again. They found ways to sneak guys into the slot where we just didn't see them, where you think you'd always see them, but the way they move the puck and the way they kind of push you around in the offensive zone, they created so much space, and had they not missed the net a dozen times from 12 feet in front of Olmark directly staring at him, this would have been a very different game. I do not want anyone to watch that game and go, Vancouver, we got him, no worries. That game could have been a lot scarier. They open up space tremendously well. I was surprised because I've always kind of envisioned Vancouver as this quick team, as this quick striking team. Their transition offense wasn't very impressive, and they certainly didn't score a lot, or they didn't score at all on the rushes. But they really didn't have a ton of chances on the rushes outside of an early break, which was what Lauko was defending 15 seconds into this one. They did not have a lot of odd man rushes. Our back check was brilliant. We always got there on time, and they certainly didn't have any real breakaway chances, which is rare for us. We usually don't defend on the rush super well. So that surprised me, but they are a scary team when they set up. So the next game will be really interesting to see how they adjust. Last game note, keep Wotherspoon in the damn lineup. Obviously. Obvious. But guys, that does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. I hope you're having a great night. God knows I am. And go Bees. Go Bees!
Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching, but it is time to give a shout out to our high quality inspectors. We've got our top line tier inspectors. We got Brock Nope, Han Slomo, Coach D, the Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Just Aaron, Darren Woodbury, Brett Arney, Pinsen, and Nick Citrullo. Thank you guys so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And of course, massive props to these absolute stallions, the all-star tier inspectors. We have Jason Ozzy Bruin Connolly, that's just one name, Bruin Smash, Abraxion, Heil E. Coyote, Jacob Pratt, Tupton D. Tashi, Jonathan Harvey, De Kingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, and Jeremy. You guys are absolute studs. I can't thank you enough. And go Bees.